Hey everyone, San Joaquin Valley Transparency. I'm putting this video out today because the comparison of what's going on in Llano, Texas is extremely close in comparison to what's going on in Leon Valley with Mexican Padilla. These guys have caught corruption over there. I mean, look at Salvaggio, the chief. If the chief of police over there in Llano Valley can get in trouble for doing all this stuff, then what makes us all think that the chief of police in Leon Valley is not doing anything wrong that he's not supposed to? Are these guys completely out of their elements when they're doing stuff like kicking the doors in and all that, when they don't have warrants and basically justifying themselves, no accountability? That's why this video is important. The comparisons to Leon Valley in Llano, Texas are extremely they're identical. So you guys watch this video, pay close attention. Maybe we need to call and ask some more questions. I would like to find out more if these stations are close together, if they have actually heard about each other. So let's find out. Let's ask some questions, guys, and pay attention to the video. Watch closely. Thank you, guys.
Police abuse of power. It's a real fear for some people in Central Texas. Inside the Llano Police Department, KXAN investigator Jody Barr found it appears to be a way of doing business.
2/3 of the Llano Police Department are under indictment on a list of charges, including official oppression, evidence tampering, assaulting arrestees, even deleting body camera video. Just last month, a jury convicted Police Chief Kevin Ratliff on 3 separate charges. The latest indictments came last week when a 4th Llano officer and a Llano County deputy were indicted by the grand jury for what you're about to see in this video. Couple of them. Llano police officer Mark Burke spent nearly 2 minutes, prosecutors say, trying to break into this Llano home without a warrant before the man who owns the house came to the door.
Don't try to break in my house.
Officer Burke and Llano County Deputy Duncan Roberts were there investigating a domestic call. No one was injured and there was no warrant to go inside or to arrest the homeowner.
You can open the door or we can kick it in. We can kick it in. Open it or we'll kick it in. Because we're conducting an investigation.
Less than 2 minutes of back and forth.
You got your taser ready? Because I'm going to kick the door.
Deputy Roberts had enough.
Move. Open the door. I'll give you one more chance to open that door.
What are you investigating?
I just told you, open the door.
No. What are you investigating? Stop. Stop.
I'm not playing with you, man.
No, open the door. Stop.
Get on the ground.
Oh, yes, sir.
Get on the ground.
Yes, sir. Yes.
He's just a really good man. He may have made a mistake. I can't say one way or the other. That's for a jury to decide now.
After that indictment, Llano County Sheriff Bill Blackburn took Deputy Roberts' police powers away and put him to work in the jail. The sheriff turned the video and case over to the county DA. And last week, Roberts and Llano officer Mark Burke were indicted on charges of unlawful arrest, criminal trespass, and damaging property, part of an avalanche of indictments that have hit Llano area law enforcement in the last 9 months. In fact, Burke is one of 5 on the city's police force indicted on multiple charges of abuse of power.
If I have to come up there, you're going to go to jail. And you're probably going to lose that high-paying job you have with LCRA.
That even includes Llano Police Chief Kevin Ratliff, who a jury convicted of 3 crimes from his role in arresting this man last year. A man who was standing inside his home, but Llano police charged him with being drunk in public, a charge the DA later threw out. Chief Ratliff, Officer Amy Shannon, Officer Jared Latta, and Officer Grant Harden were all charged with official oppression in this case. Harden and the chief were also charged with tampering with the police report from this arrest.
It is what it is, you know, and you just move forward and go on.
Llano City Manager Scott Edmondson is now dealing with hiring a new chief and filling 4 officer positions. He hired an interim chief to oversee the department's transition. But we wanted to know whether these string of indictments say something about Llano's city government.
This has been going on for 9 months.
Has the city taken any steps to try to understand how in the world Llano Police Department got in the shape it's in?
Again, I'm going to go back. I mean, we haven't, and I know I'm not answering your questions, and I'm not going there because we haven't, it's still under investigation.
Do you believe there may have been a climate of corruption at that department?
No.
Can you be sure?
Can we be sure of anything? I mean, that's, gotcha.
I've never seen anything like this before.
We showed attorney Austin Kaplan this latest body camera video. Kaplan represents the people cuffed in these videos, including the man who had his door lock picked, then kicked in.
Here, I mean, there was no permission to enter, there's no warrant, and the police are on video breaking into someone's house, and they can't do it. Everyone should feel a little chill down their spine watching that the police are going to break into your house next, and that there won't be any consequences for it.
Kaplan provided us these letters he sent to Llano City Hall asking to talk with city leaders about these cases. Now, the city was supposed to respond 2 weeks ago, but didn't. Now he plans to file a federal lawsuit against the city if they can't work this all out. Jody Barr, KXAN Investigates.
Llano's former police chief Kevin Ratliff tells us his attorneys are working on an appeal, adding, when it's all said and done, I have a lot to tell. There's case law that justifies what we did. Ratliff has been sentenced to 1 year probation. No word back so far from the other officers awaiting trial. The next round in court is set for October unless plea deals are reached before then. One of the officers' attorneys reached out to KXAN suggesting these particular indictments involve legalities lawyers, judges, and constitutional scholars can't even agree on. He says, quote, when you start prosecuting police officers for official oppression based on gray or unsettled areas of law, they are not taught that law in the academy or subsequent training, or there are no policies or procedures available. You are soon going to run into a situation where officers will hesitate to act. This will result in an innocent victim or officer being seriously injured or worse. Online now, see extended clips of the body camera videos in our investigation. You can also find it right now on the homepage of KXAN.com.